Could a man conquer the world before turning 33? A king who defied empires, outshone heroes, and believed he was born of the gods. This is Alexander the Great, the man who challenged the divine. Could a man conquer the world before turning 33? A king who defied empires, outshone heroes, and believed he was born of the gods. This is Alexander the Great, the man who challenged the divine. In 356 BC, in the city of Pella, thunder roared as a child was born. Alexander, son of King Philip II and Queen Olympias. That night, the temple of Artemis burned, as if the heavens announced his arrival. Philip was a brilliant warrior king. Olympias, a mystic, told her son he was the son of Zeus, and he believed it. At 13, Alexander was tutored by Aristotle, who taught him philosophy, science, and the glory of Homer's Iliad. From then on, he dreamed of living like Achilles, brave, glorious, immortal through his deeds. One day, a wild horse terrified everyone. Young Alexander noticed it feared its own shadow. He turned it toward the sun and mounted it. The horse was Bucephalus. His father said, "My son, Macedonia is too small for you. Seek a kingdom worthy of you." Years later, Philip was murdered. At just 20, Alexander became king. His eyes turned east, to the mighty Persian Empire. It was time to avenge Greece and claim his destiny. In 334 BC, Alexander crossed the Granicus River with 40,000 men. He led from the front, fearless, his white plume flashing through the chaos. Victory was swift. His men began to believe he could not be stopped. At Issus, he met King Darius III of Persia. Alexander charged straight for the king. Darius fled. Alexander captured his family, but treated them as royalty. Mercy and power, his signature. Then came Gaugamela, his greatest victory. Outnumbered 3-1, he shattered the Persian army with brilliance and courage. Darius fled once more, and Alexander became Lord of Asia. In Persepolis, the heart of Persia, Alexander stood among palaces of gold. That night he set them ablaze, a symbol that a new age had begun. The fire reflected in his eyes as he watched an empire burn. When Darius was later murdered by his own men, Alexander wept. He covered the fallen king's body with his own cloak and ordered a royal burial. He had become not just a conqueror, but the ruler of the world. Still, it wasn't enough. He marched to India, through deserts and mountains, until he faced King Porus at the Hydaspes River. War elephants thundered across the field. Alexander won, but when he asked Porus how he wished to be treated, the king replied, "Like a king." Alexander smiled. "You have answered like one." Years of war broke his men. Under the monsoon rains, they refused to march farther. For the first time, Alexander yielded. He wept and turned back. The return was brutal. Crossing the Gedrosian desert, thousands died, but Alexander shared their thirst and their pain. Even at the end, he led from the front. In 323 BC, in Babylon, he was 32. Plans for new conquests filled his mind. Then fever struck. As his soldiers passed before him one last time, he raised his hand in silence. When asked, "To whom do you leave your empire?" he whispered, "To the strongest." And so the greatest conqueror in history fell. His body was laid in gold in Egypt. For centuries, emperors would kneel before his tomb. But as Robin Lane Fox wrote, Alexander's true greatness was not only in his victories, but in his imagination. His belief that no horizon was ever far enough. He was the bridge between man and God. Alexander the Great, the man who challenged the gods.